When you don't got a place to stay or you don't got a job, I'm gonna put you on how you can get you a place to stay for literally 6 months. I'm gonna find you a BBW. Most BBWs have good jobs. She probably got her own crib and everything. That's how they usually come. Own crib, car, maybe like 1-2 kids. You compliment her overly. Well, like that dress on you, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Overly compliment her. I can get your number, Instagram, whatever. It probably take you like 2 weeks. Once you smack game, you have to deliver the best strokes you ever did in your life. Like you have to be on your A game, 100%. You gotta hit it with a soft or now you got your roof over your head.
And this is why I said this just last week. Ladies, you have to read between the lines. Sometimes these men are unhoused. Sometimes these men are living in their cars. A man that comes into your life and needs your help immediately is always going to be a red flag. As soon as he comes into your life, he needs a place to stay. He needs to borrow your car. He needs to borrow money. Like, do you need me or do you need my resources? The same men who are always yelling choose better are the same men coaching others on how to stay with a woman for free for 6 months. These are the same men that get angry with women when they want the finished product, talking about why don't y'all want to build with anybody? Let's both work together, because some of y'all lie. And you get women through fraud and trickery. Because some men use women as a stepping stone to get to where they need to be. You also have to ask yourself, where's his family? Where's his friends? You mean to tell me nobody on planet Earth cares about this man? If he's almost homeless, then where are the people who love him? Has he burned so many bridges that he has to depend on the kindness of a stranger like me? You are not a social worker or a rehabilitation center for a broken man. Let him get himself together first. Because 9 times out of 10, if you're the only one with something to lose, you're the only one that's going to.
Now, as you can see from right here, it says how to move into your woman's apartment without y'all ever discussing it. Mes amis, let me give y'all the details he gave them. Number 1, start by staying the night more often. Let it feel natural. A couple nights a week, then 3 to 4 nights a week. Let her see that she enjoys having you around. This creates the vibe without jumping straight to boxes and bags. Okay, number 2, gradually keep small essentials there. Not furniture, just light stuff. A toothbrush, a hoodie, some boxers, body wash. Let it be things that make sense based on how often you stay over. If she's cool with it, she'll either not mention it or she'll say something like, you might as well leave it here. Y'all, I know y'all doing that shit, but let's carry on. Number 3, make her life easier while you're there. This is how you make her want you around. And he gave tips. Take out the trash. Help with groceries. Cook sometimes. Fix things. Keep the place clean. Women don't mind a man being around more when he's adding comfort, not clutter. Number 4, pay attention to her comfort level. And he gave pointers again. If she makes more space for you, gives you a drawer, leaves a key on the table, start saying our instead of my, then she's warming up to you being there more. Number 5, the smooth criminal move in. He gave a couple of pointers as well. 1, leave your game over there. Once it's connected to the Wi-Fi, you're good. Bring a big suitcase over and say, don't worry, it's just laundry. One day she'll open her closet and realize you live there now. Number 6, now they fucking with y'all children. If she has kids, no problem. Even better, buy them some chips and juice from the store a couple times before you come over to win them over. Once the kids start vouching for you, you're in. Be expecting her to give you her EBT card real soon to show you her appreciation. Okay. And the last thing he says is, once your whole wardrobe is there and she doesn't say nothing, about time you start receiving mail there, congratulations, my brother, on your new apartment.
Hey, I have a public service announcement for all single women, especially those with children. If you're a single mother or a single lady, watch this video. If you know one, send it to her. This may literally save her. So recently, I discovered that one of my siblings is a hobosexual. And I didn't figure this out until after they came to live with me and I saw some hobosexual tendencies. Like, for one, they said that they didn't want to work. They felt like they were a king. Now, mind you, this is a sibling of mine. And me and my husband both work multiple full-time jobs. Well, my husband works multiple full-time jobs. I have multiple companies that I own, so we're both very busy. So I was really interested, and I said, how do you think you live? How are you going to live? Like, what is your goals in life? And he said, my goal in life is to have bitches pay for me and pay for my living. And I said, how do you accomplish that? And he broke it the fuck down. So I'm gonna share it with you. My brother said that there are 3 types of women that you want to look for who will take care of you. Number 1, the white ones. He said he specifically looks for overweight white women. Mind you, he's black, kind of cute, got a little six packs going on. He said, look for overweight white women. He said, if you can find an overweight white woman with a good job, even better. CNA, nursing assistant, phlebotomist. He said medical, specifically medical for a reason. And I asked him why medical. He says because they usually have set schedules. So you can go do what you need to do and you know they're never going to pop up at home. Nigga has thought this through. Then he said, you specifically want to find fat, white, single people who have children. And I'm like, red flag, why do they need children? And he said, most women with children are so desperate for attention from any man because they have 3, 4, 5 children and they feel like they're not going to get a man that's going to accept them with their children. If they find a man that will accept them with their children, they'll just grab you right on up. He said, the more children, the better. And I'm like, tell me more. He said, the key is to make them think that you're smart and to give them a sob story. Pretty much being like, hey, I'm a smart individual, but the world's not giving me a fair chance. Now, I know he's not wrong, because right now he's at a fat white bitch's house because I kicked him out of mine because he wasn't staying for mine for free without helping about working. Oh, I also forgot he said he made sure that they had kids because you get more food stamps.
Ladies, the air is crisp outside and we are in danger. It is the beginnings of hobosexual season, and I am here today to outline the signs that you are dealing with a hobosexual and how to get out of it. So, sign number one. Sign number one is the ghost that comes back to life. So an ex-partner, an ex-situationship, or someone you dated for like all of 2 seconds, if they're suddenly hitting you up, to rekindle things, honey, their housing situation is not ideal. They are looking for shelter. They want what you have. They literally, they have nothing. So they have nothing to lose and everything to gain by reaching out to you. Sign number two is you're on a date, you're on a couple of dates, you're talking to someone and they immediately off the bat complain about their housing situation, their job situation, their financial situation, and just their overall life circumstances. And this is no shade to anyone who's in this position, and it doesn't apply to everyone who's in this position, but there are a few hobosexuals out there that will lay the groundwork to probe you to detail your housing situation. You know, where do you live? What kind of apartment? Do you live in an apartment, like a studio? Do you have roommates? Like, they are trying to gauge if they have a space in your room. Immediately cut it off. Sorry, not sorry, but you need to keep your resources safe. It's a matter of life or death here. And then the third sign, if the relationship moves at an insanely fast pace, like I'm talking like 5 days, like weeks in, they're like, I love you, I want to marry you, I see a future with you. And already before they were talking about their housing situation, it's manipulation. Like I said, it is like, think of like someone who doesn't have their basic needs on like the hierarchy. Bonus, red flag is if they have a huge desire to put a kid in you. You are having sexual relations with someone and they're very keen on not using protection or want to, like put one in you, have kids, etc. They want to trap you and have access to your resources forever. So yeah, stay vigilant, stay woke. Let me know if I missed anything, but I'm here for the girlies and the guys that, I'm trying to save us all from the hobosexuals.
I'm gonna say it louder. Stop letting these men move into your home and be around your kids. Somebody sent me a video the other day and it said, a guy was saying that basically there'd be less stepdads if it was easier for men to obtain social housing or cheap accommodation. It's kind of true. It's kind of true. When you met your man that moved into your house within 2 weeks, did he have his own tenancy or mortgage? Because if he did, he wouldn't have moved in, right? It's weird. Why are you dating homeless men anyway? Like, the standards are in the fucking gutter. But that aside, you're moving this person into your home, around your child. You don't know if he's a nonce. You don't know if he's violent. You don't know what his family's like. You don't know what kind of home he came from. And now he's in your home around your kids. And yeah, you can say, well, if anything happened, I'd leave. It's too late. Your kid's already traumatized. Now what? Now what? You're putting your kids at risk for what? D? No, it can't be that. And if you're lonely, I'm not saying don't meet somebody. I'm saying date, but date outside of your home until you're sure. And then have a discussion with your partner and get somewhere together. It should never be a man moving into your home. There's very few situations where that is acceptable. It shouldn't be within a year you're living together, and normally it's even less than that. You're going to say that I'm being out of order, but it's true, and it might be a hard pill to swallow, but I'd rather one person hears it and maybe doesn't move a nonce into their home, or a violent or a drug addict or something else, or just somebody that doesn't have you and your kids' best interest at heart. If he was homeless when you met him, your relationship is based off of that. He needed you for accommodation and you needed him for loneliness, I guess. I don't know.
Did y'all see the girl on here who said that she let a guy spend the night at her house one time, and then after that, like, he was on his way home from work, like, the next day or maybe a couple days later, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm on my way to the house. And she's like, the? Whose house? My house? Why would you be on the way to the house? Like, basically saying, like, it's his house. And it reminded me of a situation that I had gone through, like, after I broke up with my ex. I moved out, and I had my own apartment, and like this guy that I had known for years and years and years, like saw that I was single and was like, yo, I'm trying to get on that. And so like once he found out that I had my own apartment, he was like, oh, bet, like, can I come see you? Like, can I come spend the weekend? Blah, 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 blah. And I was like, it wasn't a no, but it wasn't a yes either. And so like, as we kept talking about it more, like he like hinted at the fact that he was planning to stay for longer than a weekend. And I was like, wait, what? Like, he was trying to buy his ticket, and he said this one thing that made me go, huh? He was like, should I get a round trip or a one-way? Why would you get a one-way trip for a weekend? You're not going home? Oh, well, you know, I just figured like maybe I could like come out there and like stay with you for a little bit. Why would you figure that? Why would you figure that? And he's like, oh, well, you acting like we're strangers, like you don't know me. And again, like I said, I did know him for many years, and it's not like it would be the first time I had seen him, but you've never been around my kid. And I don't know if I want you around my kid anyway. Like, you just said you're not trying to go home. Like, do you have a home? Well, you know, like right now I'm just kind of like, I was with my mom, but like she kicked me out. So you don't have a place to stay. And you trying to come stay with me? Oh no. Cancel it. Don't even buy the ticket. And I'm like, first of all, it's one thing if you came on like my kid free weekend, but for you to think that you about to come in here and move in and be stepdaddy to my kid is crazy work. Second of all, it's my house. How you figure you're just gonna move in? How you like, oh well, I figured. You didn't even ask. Like, you just assumed? Like, that's crazy. Hide your houses. It's getting cold outside. Okay? They're looking for a place to stay. Don't let a man hibernate in your home this winter.